Hi there, this is Cindy Miller. I'm a certified financial planner with a couple tips and thoughts on what to do with all those piles of paper that might be in your house this time of year. I know that usually there's one in the household that's a pack rat and the other wants to clean up everything. If that's the case, there is a happy medium. And so let's talk about what you should do. If you have tax records, you want to keep them for 7 years. The IRS has the right to audit you even within 3 years, even if they believe it was just a good faith error. 6 years if they believe that you have been withholding income. And if you haven't filed or you have a fraudulent claim or filing, then there's no time limit at all. But you really should keep your records for at least 7 years. Have you bought a house recently? Sold one? Keep those records also for 7 years. And know that any improvements and expenses can be tax deductible, so keep those big ticket items and those receipts. Do you have a retirement plan, a 401k, a 403b, an IRA? That might be a simple IRA with a business. Save those quarterly or monthly reports until the annual summary arrives. Check them. Make sure that they are accurate. And if they are, then you just need to keep your annual summary reports for as long as you have the account. Don't just let them drift off somewhere. IRAs. Do you have a Roth IRA or a regular traditional pre-tax IRA? Keep all of the records of your IRA contributions for all the years and all the amounts, especially those that are not tax deductible. Now, the summary reports that you have per year are sufficient. For your bills, review and shred your bills annually. You don't need to keep them. Just make sure that they match up with what your credit card might have. And keep any receipts or bills for large ticket items in case of loss or damage. For your credit card reports, reconcile those credit card reports monthly, looking at your receipts, and also make sure that there are no fraudulent claims on your credit card. And you want to make sure that no one is using your credit card. So keep those statements also for 7 years, especially for those large ticket items and the important purchases. Checks. If you are using paper checks or if you are using checks at all, just make sure that they are correct and save those bank statements for 7 years. If you are using paper checks, just check them annually, and you only need to save the checks for the large and important purchases like taxes, your mortgage payments, any business expenses, and any home improvements especially, and just shred the rest. Pay stubs. Some people still have paper pay stubs, but even if you don't, make sure that what you do have matches your W-2 at the end if you're an employee, and if not, then ask your employer for a corrected W-2C. And most important, do not just toss these documents into the trash. Your personal information is very valuable, not only to you and to maybe someone else who wants to use it. So keep your personal information personal. I look forward to meeting you or seeing you next time. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm Cindy Miller.